Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Leadership Blueprint, exploring the heart and science of leadership. I'm your host, Jamika. I'm super excited that you've come back to join in for what I feel is a very pivotal conversation that we need to begin having if we're not already having them. And so today's episode, which is my third, right? I'm excited. But today's episode is Trust by Design, the ethical DNA of leadership. Today, we're getting practical about something we all say we value, but sometimes, if I'm honest, I think we struggle to operationalize. That one topic is ethics. Ethics. We took classes in high school and in college on this very thing, but it's something I don't think we see every day. Not ethics in the abstract, but the everyday behaviors and systems that make leaders trustworthy and keep organizations healthy. We'll look at the ethical characteristics leaders need and then shift to the organizational moves that make those ethics stick. So it's not just be good, right? It's designed for good. Let's get right into this. I'm excited to talk about it. Why ethics is the bedrock of trust and performance. Let's start right here. I'll say this, and I hope it doesn't catch you off guard too bad, but it's just the truth. People follow leaders they believe. Credibility and trust rise and fall together. Over decades, Jim Cousins and Barry Posner keep finding the same pattern. When people describe leaders they willingly follow, the traits that surface to the top are honest, competent, inspiring, visionary, forward looking. But notice what's first: honest. That's the first thing. That's the heart of credibility. And credibility is the foundation of leadership. Ethical leadership research adds another helpful lens. It's not only who you are, a moral person, it's what you do, a moral manager. Ethical leaders model the standard and make the standard clear, communicating expectations, rewarding ethical choices, and addressing violations. That combination reliably predicts more trust and less misconduct on teams. So, yes, character matters, but guess what? So does clarity. The ethical DNA of trustworthy leaders, I think there are 10 characteristics that go with this, and together it builds trustworthy leadership. Use them as a quick self-check, quick reference, or a team conversation starter. I use it on my team here, and I think it'll go well for this course as well. The first is integrity. The simple test here: do my actions match my words, especially when it's inconvenient? Integrity is consistency over time, not a one time move, not a one time gesture. Credibility is impossible without it. The second one, honesty. Honesty means you tell the truth plainly and correct the record when it's needed. Honesty reduces uncertainty and rumor, and it's the trait people say they want most from their leaders. Number three, fairness. A synonym for fairness is justice. People watch how you decide as much as what you decide. I tell it to my children all the time. It's not what you do, it's how. It's the motive behind it. Fairness, justice, fair processes, and consistent standards are trust multipliers, and they correlate with less unethical behavior and greater willingness for people to speak up. The fourth, accountability. Own outcomes. Accountability has become a cuss word in our culture, and we got to get back to it. We got to get back to owning it. Give credit where it's due. Take responsibility for your part and apply consequences consistently. Ethics programs that blend clear values with real accountability drive better ethical decisions. The fifth one here is one I love too: transparency. Share the why, not just the what. When standards and reasoning are clear and safe to discuss, teams catch issues earlier. That's part of a strong ethical culture. And it's needed, not just in corporations, but in our government, in our churches, in our homes, in our relationships. This is applicable to so much. The sixth one here is courage. Ethics is about making the hard choices. Courage is confronting problems promptly. Don't let them linger. It's about having the conversation early, raising the flag, setting the boundary. Ethical leaders actively manage morality. They don't just model it, they manage it. The seventh one is a biggie. We don't often talk about it, but servant leaders like myself, it's one we have to walk in. It's humility. Humility admits limits. It invites feedback. It shares the credit. Humility keeps learning alive, and learning fuels ethical growth and better decisions over time. Another biggie, number 8, empathy. Empathy, plainly put, is respect for dignity. Ethics begins with noticing, paying attention. Empathy heightens moral sensitivity, recognizing how choices impact and affect others, and that opens the door for better judgment. Number 9 here, competence. Ooh, that's a biggie. I've heard it over and over again from people. Incompetent leadership is a hard pill to swallow, especially when you have people that are out here humping and grinding to get the credentials, to get the degrees, to get the experience. It's hard when you're dealing with incompetence. So competence is big. It's hard to trust a leader who can't deliver. Competence isn't only technical. It includes moral competence. That's the part. It's the ability to reason well about dilemmas and choose aligned actions. And finally, 10, which could go anywhere in this list, but the last one is reliability. It's a say-do alignment. Be someone people can set their watch by. Reliability reduces anxiety and it creates the psychological safety where ethics thrives. If you're an authentic servant style leader, this is where I live and breathe. These likely feel familiar: integrity, fairness, empathy, accountability. The point is not perfection, it's about pattern. It's not perfection, it's purity, it's motives. What you do repeatedly is what people trust. So now, turning values into a system. 8 steps quickly organizations can take. Character is essential, but systems are what make ethics durable. So here are 8 organizational steps to turn values into muscle memory. The first is codify and clarify values. Use a plain language code of conduct that spells out what good looks like in your context. The research calls this clarity, and it's one of the corporate ethical virtues that predict ethical behaviors. Number 2, model from the top. Culture is top down. These behaviors sets the tone, and it starts at the top. Boards and executives must demonstrate the standard. In this framework, the control environment, the tone at the top is the foundation. When senior leaders live this value, the rest of the system works better. The third one, build a balanced ethic and compliance program. The U.S. Department of Justice, the DOJ, offers 3 deceptively simple questions. Is your program well designed, adequately resourced and empowered? And does it work in practice? Designing to those 3 filters strengthens effectiveness and credibility. The fourth one here, align incentives and consequences. You heard me. Align incentives and consequences. People do what's measured and rewarded. Tie the recognition and compensation to ethical leadership and enforce consequences, including clawbacks when appropriate for violations. DOJ's updated guidance explicitly calls this out. Number 5, strengthen, speak up, and anti-retaliation. This one is big. I've been here. I've done it. Where corporate leadership, when you speak up on an issue, they're quick to retaliate or blackball. And that makes people nervous. That makes them afraid and apprehensive about saying what needs to be said. As a leader, make it easy and safe to raise concerns. Multiple channels to do so. Anonymity, that's the word. Anonymity. Consistently, a top way organizations detect issues early. Just quick acknowledgement and visible follow through. Tips. Let people know. Let them slide it in. Or check the box hotlines for situations that need somebody to speak up and not feel like they're targeted when they do. The next one, train for ethical decision making, not just rules. Move beyond awareness modules. It's time for us to move past it. Build the 4 parts of ethical action. That's moral sensitivity, judgment, motivation, and character. This is drawn from the REST model, using realistic scenarios and reflection. The 7th one. I lost count myself. Measure and monitor culture. Use validated tools like CAPTEAM's corporate ethical virtues to assess clarity, congruency, feasibility, transparency, discussability, and sanctionability. Track the trends, share what you've learned. And then finally, run risk-based assessments, including anti-bribery. It's big in pharma. It's big in med device. Periodically map your ethics and compliance risk for bribery. And make sure there's guidance for prevention and due diligence and controls that scale to your size and risk. Put together, these steps make ethics predictable, not situational, not personality driven, but designed. It is the design of your organization. A quick recap we can take to our team. Let's go really quickly. I know I'm almost over time, but let's go. Trustworthy leadership rests on 10 behaviors: integrity, honesty, fairness, accountability, transparency, courage, humility, empathy, competence, and reliability. Trustworthy organizations make those values real through 8 moves: clear codes, tone at the top, Department of Justice aligned program design, ethical incentives and consequences, strong speak up and anti-retaliation systems, risk-based decision training, culture measurement, and risk-based assessments. If you want a simple starting question for your next staff meeting, try this. Where do our values feel crystal clear, and where could we make the why more visible? Clarity is a small hinge that swings a huge door. It's big, y'all. Thank you for listening to the Leadership Blueprint. I am Jamika Phillips. If this episode added value, share it with someone. Share it with a leader who's serious about leading with trust. So until next time, we'll see you later.